Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Memorial Day has come and gone. It has kicked into the summer season, and we need to get safety conscious when it comes to swimming.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And we've got a special guest on here today, Michelle Jones, who's going to get us kicked off in that direction.
And we're going to go bird watching.
Yeah, so you're going to look up as well, and Tom Rice is going to talk a little bit about a new program that the Seven Capes Bird Alliance is putting forward this summer. So that's going to be good too. And
last but not least, Dr. Lesley Ogden from Samaritan North Lincoln Hospital and Pacific Communities Hospital will join us again, and she's always got some enlightening programming and activities that are taking place at the two hospitals. So we'll find out about that and a whole lot more right after this.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service.
Home-style cooking in a hometown atmosphere. Hi, I'm Adina from Zeller's Restaurant in Rose Lodge in Lincoln City. Join us daily for good fun and great food. You can even kick up your heels at Zeller's.
Michelle Jones joins us next on a Double R Show. She's a swim coach and a founder of a swim program right here in Lincoln City through Lincoln City Parks and Rec. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm the swim coach for the Lincoln City Masters team, which is an adult program that really is founded in promoting adults to swim and enjoy our aquatic resources. And so we have a practice that runs Tuesdays and Thursdays at the community center at 7 a.m. And in addition to that, we are a nonprofit that helps to just provide aquatic resources to the community.
I would venture a guess for the average senior, this is a program that can really help health-wise.
Certainly it can help our seniors, but one of the benefits of swimming is it's something for all ages. So Masters Swimming is actually a national organization.
I thought Masters was a senior program.
Not so at all. So similar to something like Master Gardener, Masters, this is a title to show that we're here to teach you how to swim, how to have some technique so that you don't injure yourself. And so it's a really fun community-based program that is really intergenerational in all aspects to build fun, community, of course, health, all through our aquatic programming.
Is this almost like a one-on-one program to teach people all of these tricks of swimming, if you will?
So I'd like to separate. There's two separate things.
All right.
So we have Lincoln City Master Swim is the nonprofit. That falls under Oregon Master Swimming, and then our national organization, which is U.S. Master Swimming. And so their whole goal is promoting swimming into adulthood. So we offer coached workouts. We have about 18 people who come Tuesdays and Thursdays, ranging in ages from 25 to 72, who follow these coached swim workouts. I'm the swim coach on deck. I help correct people's techniques so that they don't get injured. We have people who compete, triathletes. We also have people who have no interest in competing, who may swim half the workout, talk half the workout, and make some good friendships.
Interesting.
That's separate from what the community center is about to offer. The community center is now offering an adult learn to swim program. And so as we've had success as our nonprofit, the adult learn to swim program itself is to teach people with no swim experience. When we look at our coast, we have the ocean to the west of us. We have Devil's Lake to the east of us. We have the Salmon River to the north of us. We have the Siletz River to the south of us.
And the D River.
And we have the D River. We have the shortest river out there.
Yeah.
So we have lots and lots of water, but 54% of Americans who are adults have never had a swim lesson. And that's a real danger to our communities. So the Adult Learn to Swim program is to help people have the life-saving skills to float in water, to navigate to an exit, to float long enough that their buddy can pull them out of the water, because we really want to promote safety in our communities, and drowning is one of the most preventable causes of death.
You do all of your training and teaching in the pool, though, right?
Correct.
You're not out in the ocean or in Devil's Lake.
So all of our programming is in the pool at the community center. And to be very clear, the community center themselves are the ones who are running these adult learn to swim programs.
Okay.
The Lincoln City Master Swim Team is the one who's doing the swim workouts on the Tuesdays and Thursdays. Some of our people do compete in open water events down in Eel Lake and Coos Bay, as well as in the Columbia River.
What kind of competition are we talking about, Michelle?
So Master Swimming offers both competitive pool meets with the ability to have, national records, as well as open water. So that could be anything from a 1,500 meter race to a 3K race to a 5K race. They're sort of the regulators of the Amateur League of Swimming. So by being part of U.S. Master Swimming, you can qualify for all of these events. But, we're not Olympians, right? We're there to have fun, right? So
and safety.
And safety. Correct.
Age-wise, again, from the youngest in the master's program to the eldest in the master's, what's the span?
So our youngest swimmer is around 25. Our oldest is around 72. So it's really an intergenerational opportunity for people to connect with people you might not normally connect with, centered around this focus of swimming and aquatic safety.
Now, is there a cost to the individual to be part of the master's program?
To be part of our master's team, there's absolutely no cost other than the cost of entry to the pool. It's at the community center during the public swim hours, so you have to pay your entry fee like any other fee, but to actually be part of Masters, there's no additional cost.
And the foundation that you were talking about, the foundation does what?
Sure. So Lincoln City Master Swim applied for a grant so that we could kind of expand our impact on the community. There's many people who can't be on a swim team yet, right? They don't know how to swim. And there's a lot of water around us. We just talked about that. So we saw that gap in the community and we said, we want to apply for this grant so that there's no barrier to learn how to swim. You can come, you can learn how to float, you can learn how to navigate to an exit, because nobody thinks they're going to be in a life-threatening situation. But around here, I don't know if you noticed, there's not a huge nightlife. Like, what do our people do? They go fishing, they go hiking, or even just to drive to Salem, you're driving right along a river. It doesn't take a lot to find yourself in that water. And so if people find themselves in water, we want to make sure they can get out of it. And so the Adult Learn to Swim program is centered on those people who need those skills. They don't necessarily need to be someone who wants to learn how to swim. They want to learn how to be safe, right? There can be a lot of shame associated with not knowing how to swim. So by providing lessons in a comfortable, non-judgmental environment, our nonprofit has come in to make those free so that just removes yet another barrier so that we can make our community safe.
Very good. Very good, Michelle. Michelle Jones. Again, and if somebody wants to talk about this and get more information, how do they get hold of Michelle Jones, or just make an appointment at the community center, or what?
Sure. So if you're interested in U.S. Master Swimming more generally, or our swim team, you can reach out to me at our email, lincolncitymastersswim@gmail.com. If you're interested in signing up for swim lessons or finding out how to get your tuition for swim lessons covered at the community center, then you'd reach out to the community center when you go to book those lessons. They'll be offered in the fall, and they'll be able to guide you on how to do that.
Books and puzzles have one thing in common: Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City. Books for every interest, books by authors from around the world and across the street. Visit Bob's Beach Books so you can say, I have read a good book lately.
Food, fun, and fireworks all coming up in Chinook Woods Casino Resort in the month of June. It'll be a fun month, Paul. Lots of activities taking place.
Yeah, and you say fun. I'm going to call it out right straight away. Comedy on the Coast.
Comedy on the Coast is a fun activity.
It is. Each month, basically, they have this, but the next one, June 12th through the 13th. We went last week or so when they had the most recent comedians up there. hilarious. It was absolutely brilliant. And, we tend to try to go each and every month. So, yeah, put it on your calendars, June 12th or the 13th for Comedy on the Coast.
And don't forget fireworks for the celebrating the 31st annual beginning of Chinook Woods Casino Resort. That's going to be on June 20th. Beach Bacon and Brews, fun event, July 11th, also at Chinook Winds, and as Paul mentioned, Comedy on the Coast. And of course, let's not forget food.
Yeah, all those great venues up there at Chinook Winds. The delis, they got 3 delis downstairs
they
essentially?
Really do. 3 different separate delis, the Spanish food, and I like the hamburgers. I admit I really like the
And then the
hamburgers.
sandwich deli.
That's right.
Of course, you've got the Rogue River Room and the seafood grill down there at the hotel.
Don't forget, it's food, fun, and fireworks coming up during the month of June and every month at Chinook Winds Casino Resort. It's better at the beach. Mr. Tom Rice is with us, and Tom is with the Seven Capes Bird Alliance, which is what, Tom?
Well, it used to be the Audubon Society of Lincoln City.
Okay.
And then about 2-3 years ago, there's been a big movement afoot to apparently Mr. Audubon was not an outstanding individual back in the day.
Trying to
So they're trying
get away from
to change the name and everything.
Okay.
And so all these different agencies have kind of chosen new ones. And Seven Capes Bird Alliance, we figured, kind of worked for Lincoln City.
And you do what?
We try to educate the public on birds.
Okay.
And bird habitat. Rocky Shores habitat is part of what we do. Just environmental things, kind of preserving the habitat and such for wildlife.
What is the biggest misconception right now of the Bird Alliance, or is there?
I don't think there's really a misconception.
Okay.
No, I think it's pretty clear.
You're basically not out there shutting down areas so it's only good for the birds, but you set up the habitat so it is good for the birds.
Right. To find habitat that is good for birds and do what we can to preserve that.
Okay.
As everything changes as we move forward, we figure they need all the help they can get. So we try to do that.
You've got some classes or activities upcoming, correct?
Yes. The main thing is we've always done bird walks. They used to be called Second Saturday Bird Walks. The second Saturday of every month, we would have a free bird walk somewhere all the way from Newport to Tillamook. They're 9 to 11 in the morning, where we have a guide and people are invited, rain or shine, and we go out and kind of point out birds for the public and such. And what happened was, especially in the summer, a whole lot of people would go on our bird walks. A lot of people from out of town, guests that are here in Lincoln City. Oregon Coast Today, we always promotes our bird walks and such. And it's kind of a catch-22 because you want to share bird knowledge with as many people as possible. But at the same time, if you get an army of 25 or 30, sometimes even 40 people.
Put the scare into it.
Right, marching through the woods or something, you don't see a lot of birds because you scare them away. So we thought we should try to offer more bird walks, kind of take the pressure off the second Saturday walks. Also, in the summer, we do them on Fridays. That's sponsored by Explore Lincoln City, I believe. We guide them, but they sponsor them.
This is really a migratory area for birds of all species, correct?
Really is, yeah. It's a neat area because you've got seabirds, you've got woodland birds, you've got raptors. We have a very wide variety of birds, probably more than most places in Oregon, frankly.
Most unusual bird is what?
Most unusual?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Probably, I'm going to say bald eagle. They aren't so rare anymore.
Okay.
In fact, I've been to a couple workshops where they're finding a diminishing population of various seabirds. What's causing that? And they're saying it could be the return of the bald eagle. It used to be very endangered. Now it's not. And they're very predatory. They
feed well.
Yeah, they do well. That not many birds are able to fight them off, and they raid nests. And we live on Devil's Lake. I don't know how many times I've seen an osprey get a fish. He's flying home with it, and an eagle comes out of nowhere, chases him down, and the osprey will drop the fish, and the eagle sometimes picks it up. Sometimes I think the fish swims away because it's not dead yet. And nobody gets to eat.
That's got to be a magnificent sight.
It really is.
Watch that.
Yeah.
The nature in action, if you will.
It is. It's some aspects of nature aren't pretty, frankly. Like you watch an eagle dive on a coot on the lake over and over and over and over, and finally they'll get them and carry them off to a tree and consume them there. And it's nature being nature. I mean, everybody's got to eat, I guess. So
you mentioned living on a lake. Wood ducks are the birds that come to mind. Are there still a lot of people putting up boxes for wood ducks?
we're trying.
Okay.
My folks bought the place we're living in now in 1970. I was a freshman in college, and there were a lot of wood ducks. My dad, his name was Al. Probably people in town.
Al Rice.
Did
I
you
know him well.
Okay.
Knew him well.
He was sort of the.
That's why I brought up the wood
really?
box.
Okay, interesting. No, he became the wood duck guy, kind of.
Yep.
Him and Karen Willoughby worked very closely together, and Karen's husband Tom, putting up as many boxes as they could to encourage wood ducks to come. But we found over the years, it kind of diminished. I think wood ducks are extremely timid.
They are.
And Devil's Lake, you get a bunch of people on wakeboards and jet skis and such, and they don't. I mean, I've got pictures Dad took of a dozen or 15 wood ducks
Inside
in the
the
lawn.
boxes.
Yeah, well, they were on the lawn just eating.
I see.
But
Okay.
or living. But I haven't seen wood ducks. I don't think we saw a wood duck all last year. They're just very rare now.
But he had cameras inside the boxes right where the nesting was taking
He did,
place.
and that was in the mid to late 70s. It was pretty advanced for the time. I mean, today we'd probably laugh at the technology. But yeah, he'd had them where you could watch the mother duck and the eggs hatch, and it was pretty cool.
And on top of that, I know him well from the days of the Water Improvement District and the bringing of the first grass carp. He played a monster of a role in that.
Yes, he did. He did. He was very instrumental back in the paddle days.
Yes.
If I remember, what was that?
Preservation
Association
of Devil's
That's
Lake.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's go back talking about the birding, and that's coming up in June. You'll have all sorts of different dates. Does it cost for people to go on these tours?
No, it does not. It's free to the public. We're kind of reaching out toward guests to Lincoln City, but anybody is welcome. And on the first and third Saturday, all through the summer, we'll have a bird walk at Hostetler Park here in Lincoln City. Always the same location. We picked Hostetler because it's central, easy to find, lots of parking there. It's flat. You get a look at the Dee River. You get to walk through the marshland on a pretty cool boardwalk that goes through kind of a natural area, and then you walk through the state campground for quite a distance, end up on the campground dock on Devil's Lake. So there's a lot of opportunity to see all kinds of various species of birds. And we thought it would just kind of take the pressure off the second Saturday bird walks, and that's why it's first and third, so it doesn't conflict with those. Just to help share the birding experience with as many people as possible in Lincoln City.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
I'm Josh Zantello with Zantello Law Group, and we are fortunate to have a number of attorneys in our office that specialize in a variety of law fields. Call our office and set up a free consultation. With our field of experts, you're never alone.
Our guest, Dr. Lesley Ogden from Samaritan North Lincoln Hospital and Pacific Communities Hospital. Welcome aboard.
Well, thank you so much.
Always good to have you here monthly to talk about activities at the hospital, and there are so many.
So many different things, and some of them come around annually, and some of them are new to us. It's amazing. We have a lot going on.
Top of the list, June 7th, you got Cancer Survivor Day. Tell me about that.
Yes, it is something that we have celebrated for the past 5 years or so, where we get together and we say, it is powerful to celebrate survivors. we're getting better and better at solving the cancer problem, right? I just was reading some amazing new research on some amazingly stubborn cancers. So we are moving the meter, and we want to celebrate with people. And so basically what we want to do is get together. We do this every year on that first weekend in June, on that Sunday, and this year it's June 7th. And we have a celebration in the valley, and we have a celebration on the coast, because we want to make it really easy for people to come together. And so on that Sunday, June 7th, we'll be meeting from 1 to 3 p.m. We encourage everyone to come out who has survived cancer themselves, who has a relative or a loved one who has survived cancer, or just who wants to meaningfully remember somebody who maybe didn't survive, but they have great memories of that person.
Is there really a person right now that has not had somebody in their family or friends or associates that has survived cancer or lost to cancer?
Right. Cancer is everywhere. And I think you're exactly right. There is not a person on the face of the earth who has not been touched in some way. And what we're hoping is that they have something meaningful that they want to share, either through art or through music or through getting together with people, through food, just coming together and saying, let's celebrate those people who survived and remember fondly those people who haven't.
Now, the survivor celebration will be in both hospitals?
No, it will be at the Center for Health Education, actually, and that is right across the street from the hospital in Newport.
Okay.
And so right there, June 7th from 1 to 3, and we'll have the whole center decked out for that celebration.
So it is a celebration, but I assume that, and I'm guessing that there will be a lot of information as well.
Lots of information. We like to take every opportunity we can to talk to people about all the ways that they could participate in cancer screening, about all the different supports that we have for cancer patients, about everything that we can now do with cancer. So yeah, a little bit of education, a little bit of everything at that get together.
What can we do right here in Lincoln City and Newport when it comes to cancer? Or do we all have to go someplace else? Or what's going on?
You can do so much to fight cancer right here. We have our own oncologists, and they are dedicated both in Lincoln City and in Newport. We have those in place, and so people can see oncologists right in their closest town, and then they can start treatment like chemotherapy, treatment like drug infusions, all kinds of things they can do locally at each of our hospitals.
That's huge.
That was not always the case. I remember the days when I first started practicing, when I had to see patients come back and forth over the coastal range telling me stories of having to stop and vomit and everything else on the way back from their treatment. And now we can say, gosh, we can get it a whole lot closer to your actual home.
Obviously, I'm not a doctor, you are, but I would have to think that the diet is something that makes a big difference in cancer. And speaking of diets, you now have healthy foods that are going to be for sale over at the hospital.
Right. This is at North Lincoln Hospital.
Yeah.
You got it. We have a farm stand opening. Again, we had that once years ago, and we loved it. And now we have a new farm, Rambling Roots, that we're affiliated with. And we are excited to say that every Wednesday afternoon now, it started on May 6th, we'll have that farm stand available, and that will be from 3:30 to 6:30, and it will be sort of facing the parking lot in the courtyard of the administrative building that's right across the parking lot from the hospital itself. So if you're looking directly at the hospital in the parking lot, turn around, and that's where the farm stand will be, right behind you on the west side.
And now this is for anybody and everybody, not just hospital staff.
Absolutely. Anybody can come. This is our effort to bring healthy fruits and vegetables and flowers and things that really make our lives positive. To us, another opportunity to get that on our tables and, in ourselves.
Dr. Ogden, how important does the diet play into cancer?
It's hard to know exactly what part nutrition plays. Sometimes more important, depending on somebody's nutritional status from the start, sometimes less important. But we do know that people cannot be healed. People cannot get better if they really don't take care of themselves in that way. And so what we're hoping through our cancer treatment programs, everything except the radiation treatments we can get here on the coast. And through those treatments and through good nutrition and different opportunities, that will give everybody the best chance that they possibly can have. And it gets better and better every day.
Dr. Lesley Ogden, Samaritan North Lincoln Hospital and Pacific Communities Hospital. And again, we remind you the Cancer Survivors Day, June 7th, 1 to 3. We'll be back right after this.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to the Double R Show. Some activities and events forthcoming in and around the Lincoln City community we want you to be appraised of. On Wednesday, June 3rd at 3:30, we got the Driftwood Public Library Board meeting. On Monday, June 8th at 6 o'clock, the Lincoln City Council meets in their regular session. And then on Wednesday, June 10th at 4 o'clock, the Public Arts Committee meets as well for the city of Lincoln City. Let's go fishing.
Yeah.
Free fishing.
Some free fishing coming up here, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's an annual thing that comes up here, and it's this time it's put on by the Siuslaw National Forest, their annual free fishing day at Hebo Lake. And so if you haven't been up to Hebo Lake, the campground there, it's worth a trip up. And certainly on June 6th, then would be a good time to get up there. You got a youth fishing contest Saturday at 9 o'clock to 2, and then there's another event held in partnership with the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde, which everyone is welcome to, though, as well, on June 18th. So a couple events up at Hebo Lake Campground, June 16th and 18th, and definitely get online and learn a little bit more about that for the free annual family fishing day at Hebo Lake.
And if you've never been to the Hebo Lake, it's an interesting spot to go to.
It's an interesting spot to go to, and I wouldn't stop at Hebo Lake and not go all the way up to the top either, I guess.
Well, this is true.
Yeah,
true. I have not done that yet.
Oh, so you had a guest on. We had a guest on about a year ago, right? Tom Carl.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Carl, right?
Who lived up there.
Who lived and worked up there when it was the Air Force Base. Yeah, so at the top of Mount Hebo is still kind of the remnants of that Air Force Base, and it's worth a gander on your day up there to the campground. Again, June 6th and 18th.
Some of the other things, Lincoln City Cultural Center invites audiences to an unforgettable evening of smooth jazz, soulful grooves, and timeless elegance as Madison Rose and the Paradise Band performs a live tribute on Friday, June 12th, 6 o'clock at the Cultural Center. Now, speaking of music, the So Let's Be Music Festival special program, May 29 and 30, Hold Fast to Dreams. The poetry of Langston Hughes, and that's going to be a dandy program. It is one of those things that really helps fund the Summer Music Festival, which comes off August 13th through 23rd. For tickets and information about both, contact Dan Pack at 385-626-1216. Taft Elementary Music Room ribbon cutting ceremony is upcoming, which is kind of interesting.
Great.
This will be June 3rd, 1:15, And thanks to the Lincoln County community for the bond to create this wonderful space. The Taft Elementary Music Room ribbon cutting ceremony put on by the Lincoln City Chamber of Commerce. That's a good thing.
Wonder if we'll have trumpets to announce that.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Or at least a saxophone. Or whatever. Glen Eden Beach Parade, and speaking of music, if you happen to have a band or music, drummer, whatever would happen to be, I want you to be part of the parade, the Glen Eden Beach 4th of July Parade, and they're beginning to take applications as we speak for that event.
Well, we were talking about, Memorial Day is kicked off this summer. If you blink, it's going to be September. So you'll want to get connected to all these summer activities, which, of course, on the Oregon coast is just a great time to be down.
And, of course, it was neat to have Michelle Jones on and talking about safety and swimming and water. You can't overstate that enough, how important that is for kids of all ages.
Yeah, no shame in learning how to swim when you're 75.
No.
It's not too late to learn how to. Yeah, you can get out there. 75? I think you're cheating yourself a little bit. Anyway, so we'll leave that. But yeah, there's no shame in learning how to swim late in life and gaining those skills and putting them to work.
And I want to thank Tom Rice as well for the sticker that he gave me. I survived birding by the Dee River.
That's great.
I think that's just fun. All right, that'll do it to the Dunes on a Double R show. We want to remind you to please remember to like, subscribe, share, so you, your family, and friends around the world and across the street can join us on a Double R show. Be part of the growing number. It's a big number.
Yeah. Well, thanks to all the listeners. We are really just happy to be putting these out. Weekly broadcasts or weekly podcasts that come out. And of course, you can listen to them anytime that fits your needs at doublershow.com or on Spotify, YouTube, and anywhere else you get your podcast.
All right, for Paul and John, I'm Double R. Have yourself a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grahn.